Good morning, y'all. So we're going to kind of continue on right from where we've left off this week. We started this week with multiplying mixed numbers. Y'all agree? Yep. And so we've been multiplying and we learned that it gets a little more complicated, right? You've got a lot of steps involved, but it all is building on your prior knowledge, all the things that you've already done throughout 5th grade this year. And so your standard that we're going to attack today is going to be we can solve real world problems. So we've done the basic math. Now we're going to move into some problem solving. We can solve real world problems that involve multiplication of fractions and mixed numbers. Mixed numbers is what we're going to focus on today. So the first thing we're going to do is watch a little Mr. J video just for a few minutes just to remind ourselves of how we are going to multiply mixed numbers.
Math with Mr. J. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to multiply mixed numbers. And as you can see, there are two multiplication problems on your screen that involve mixed numbers. So let's jump right into number one here and talk about how we do this. Number one here, we have 3 1/3 times 1 3/5.
I'm going to pause it really quick. Somebody remind me of why we can't multiply this how it is. Walker? So that we can do what? Multiply what by what? And which part of the fraction? All right, so we need to be able to have it in a form where we can actually multiply numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. Can we estimate, though, with how this problem is sitting right now? Yeah, we absolutely could. Remember, 3 1/3 is closest to 3, and 1 3/5 is actually closest to 2. So 3 times 2 would be 6. So let's see if he gets somewhere close to that.
And the first thing we need to do when we're multiplying mixed numbers, we need to change both of the mixed numbers to improper fractions. That way we have a numerator and a denominator, and we can multiply straight across. So let's change both these mixed numbers to improper fractions. So I like to think of it as the C method here, where we multiply the denominator by the whole number and then add the numerator.
All right, so what is going to be my improper fraction for 3 1/3, Landon Blankenship? 10/3, and then for 1 3/5, Emma? Very good.
So 3 times 3 is 9, plus that 1 gives us 10. That's our numerator of our improper fraction. We keep the denominator the same, so 3. Times 5 times 1 is 5, plus that 3 is 8. Keep your denominator of 5. Now we have a numerator and denominator for both of those.
So we're just going to do what? Multiply straight across.
As those mixed numbers, it's just a different form. Now we can multiply straight across to get our solution. So 10 times 8 is 80. 3 times 5 is 15.
Okay, so is this a correct answer? Is it a correct answer? It is a correct answer, guys, right? It's got the correct value, but is it the correct format for our final answer? All right, so remember, we've got to be able to change over these improper fractions back to what? Mixed numbers, okay? Again, this is one of those steps where we've already practiced this all year. You've got this knowledge. It's just a matter of back to applying it again in this type of problem.
Now, we don't want to leave our answer in the improper fraction form, so we need to convert it back to a mixed number to get our final answer. But 80/15 is our answer. Again, we just need to put it in mixed number form. So we need to do 80 divided by 15. How many whole groups of 15 can we pull out of 80? So I'm going to come down here to the bottom and do a division problem. Some of these you'll be able to do mental math, some you might need to write out. So I know that 15 times 5 is 75. That's how many whole 15s I can pull out of 80. So 75 here, and my remainder is going to be 5.
Okay, so looking at this problem, 80 over 15, or 80 divided by 15, which part becomes my whole number? Mason? Okay, but what is that? My what in the division problem? My quotient becomes the whole number. What does my remainder become, Alexa? You're right. And then what does my denominator become, Lauren? 15. That's exactly right.
So the whole number for my mixed number is going to be 5. 5 whole 15s can be pulled out of that 80 with a remainder of 5. And I keep my denominator the same, 15.
Done and done? No. Why are we not done and done, Ryder? Gotta simplify. What are we going to simplify by? Tyler? Just 5? Is it just 5 that I'm simplifying by?
It's 5/5.
5/5, which equals what?
It equals 1.
Very good, very good.
5 and 5/15. And we can actually simplify that further, the fractional part of that mixed number. 5/15. 5 and 15 have a common factor of 5, so I'm going to break both of those down divided by 5. So 5, and 5 divided by 5 is 1. 15 divided by 5 is 3. So my final answer would be 5 and 1/3.
Done and done. 5 and 1/3. He's got it circled. It's got to be right. Okay, that's what we're going with today. All right, so now we are going to move back to our worksheet for the day. I want to show you what you're going to be turning into me today. We're now going to take it back from, sorry, let me go back to this. We're going to take it back from our standard, which our standard again was we can solve real world problems that involve multiplication of fractions and mixed numbers. So now we're going to move it into the real world problem side of it. So here we are. All right, so we're going to look at number 3. You have got this worksheet in front of you. I'm going to model how to do these so you know what to do as you're working independently today. All right, so number 3 says an average college basketball court is 31 1/3 yards long and 16 2/3 yards wide. What is the area of a college basketball court? Well, is there a key word in here that's going to help us know what to do? What's the key word here, Stone? Area, right? And when we're finding area, we are going to do what operation, Nate? Multiply. So please go ahead, and I do want you to go ahead and write down the formula. Remember, we're not just teaching you for 5th grade, we're teaching you for life. This is a skill that is going to benefit you greatly in middle school and high school. And then the only other thing we're going to put on our worksheet for right now is the actual numbers or the units that we're going to be multiplying together. And in this case, we've got yards times, we've got the basketball court that's 31 1/3 yards long, and so we've got a length, and we have got a width of 16 2/3. Of course, we know we can't multiply this how it is, so we are going to come over here. I'm going to get out a piece of notebook paper, and I'm going to hide this now since I know what I'm going to do. So just know that you won't be able to see that right now. But I'm going to come back over here, and I'm actually going to write down 31 1/3 times 16 2/3. So, of course, I expect to see this on your notebook paper, and then underneath it, you're going to go ahead and convert to an improper fraction. Well, these numbers get pretty big, so, guys, I actually am going to multiply out 31 times 3 to get 93, and then add my 1 to be 94. So this is 94 over 3 times 16 times 3 is 48. I happen to know that. Plus 2 equals 50. So 50 over 3. I've still saved myself some room to do other side math because I've got some more side math to go. Again, we've done these things, right? You've already multiplied whole numbers, 2 digits by 2 digits. You've already divided 4 digits by 2 digits. So we're just taking all the things we've already done in 5th grade and putting it all together. And so I'm going to come over here and do 94 times 50 because I've got to multiply straight across to solve my answer. 0, 0. I'm going now to the 5, which means I need a placeholder 0. Then 5 times 4 is 20. 5 times 9 is 45, 46, 47. and I'm going to add it up and get 4,700. Whoa, that's a big numerator. And then I need to divide it by 3 times 3, which is 9. Very good. All right, I'm going to come over here, and I'm going to set my problem up. 9 can't go into 4, but it can go into 47 5 times. 5 times 9 is 45. Minus 2. Bring down my 0. 9 can now go into 22 times. 2 times 9 is 18. Slide that up a little bit. Sorry about that. Bring down another 0. 2 times again. 522 and 2 ninths. Can it be simplified? No. Can I check to see if my answer is reasonable? What can I do to check to see if my answer is reasonable? Well, guys, what I'm going to go back and do is I'm going to say, okay, 31 1/3 is close to 31. And then 16 2/3 is closer to 17. So I'm going to come up here and do 31 times 17. And when I add that up, I get 527. I'm happy with my answer. 527 and 522 and 2 ninths is reasonable, wouldn't you say? So it is reasonable. So 522 and 2 ninths, I'm going to write there. And then, of course, your particular teacher would also like you to write it on the worksheet and circle it. So today, your job is going to be, so that I can see that you understand what's going on here, you are going to work through these 6 problems on this side, but then if you flip it over, you're going to notice I've got you a little riddle that you're going to be solving. Still going to be multiplying mixed numbers, right? But it's always fun when you've got a little riddle to go with it. Additionally, when you finish that, if you have time today, you are going to go on to this Google form that is already posted in Google Classroom. But that is only if we've got the time today. All right? Do you feel like you've got a better understanding of how to apply mixed numbers to real-world problem solving? All right, guys, go ahead and get started for the day.